Yeah, and you know, they've also done a good job, Greg, on their end of the floor by not throwing the ball away.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Okafor, and it's Iverson in at the two-guard spot.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And for Sullinger last season, further indication, Clark, that he needs to keep working on his conditioning.
And that was a concern coming into the league with Jared, is just how committed would he be to working on his body all the time and maintaining the level of conditioning that he needs. And injuries have been a part of that not being the case, but when he's out there, he's capable.
Kendall Marshall's checked in for Philadelphia.
And talking about Sullinger, you wonder if he's been in the right scheme for the past couple years. He's not a three-point shooter. He's a back-to-the-basket banger. You want proof? Only hit 28% from behind the arc last season, and that was his career high.
The Celtics shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Turner passes to Lee. There's the screen. The feed to Bradley. Happy to see that one go in for a second make in 5 attempts.
You know, on the topic of Sullinger, guys, he said publicly that people are doubting him. And he's right. I mean, until he gets in better shape and stays that way, there will always be questions surrounding that part of his game. Hopefully for him going forward, he can be more Duncan than Diop in the way he treats his body. Here's where Boston sits right now, Kevin, in the current league rankings. Second in free throw percentage, 6th in opponent shooting percentage. And they kept the lid on opposing teams' overall offense as well. They're in the top 10 in opponent scoring.
And you mentioned their free throw shooting. Not a team you can get careless with defensively. They make you pay, sealing games at the line.
Second free throw, no good.
And not many people expected anyone from the Atlantic to do much last season. Boston was the surprise of the division as they ended up making the playoffs.
76ers trailing. On the wing, Iverson. There's the screen. Kicks to Marshall. Out left to the wing. Launches a three. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Sullinger with a screen for Turner. Sullinger dishes to Bradley. Misses the J after tricking the D with the nifty pass fake. 76ers have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Now here's Marshall. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Got a piece of it, and he gets it back. 5 to shoot. Here's Iverson. Again, Iverson missing. Boston trailing. And Turner kicks to Lee. Back to Turner. Here's Smart. Misses the three. Philadelphia shooting in this game 45%. Out to the right wing. Here's Sampson. Off target with his three. For Boston, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Sullinger the screen. And it's Bradley off the drive. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Zeller, who's checked in for David Lee. And Philadelphia making a change here.
All right, let's keep it going for yours.
Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Picked by Okafor. Iverson passes to Cannon. Feeds it to Covington. Takes the three. Tries again. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And check out the numbers for Cannon. His last 10 games, he's averaging 6 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And really for him, it's about putting in the work and improving his game.
Yeah, and I think he wants to. It's one of those things where you either want it or you don't, and he does.
Well, last year for the Celtics, they weren't exactly world beaters at home. Still good enough, though, to get the job done.
Yeah, just a game over 500 here in Boston. Not great, but at least it was over 500 for a young up-and-coming team.
Now here's Sullinger. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Kicks it out to Bradley. Back to Sullinger, and he gets it to go. Sullinger's got 5 now. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Here's Iverson. Picked by Okafor. Pass to Covington. There's the 3. And the shot is good. Covington's got the lead up to 2 now for the 76ers.
And, you know, for the Celtics at home, they were able to get wins by playing tough defense in front of their rabid fans. Their offense virtually the same as when they were on the road. The defense was the difference at home.
And there's the defensive 3-second call.
And as you said with the Celtics, it was the D at home that helped them get wins here. They'll want to be better than one game over 500 this season to get back into the postseason.
And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here. 3 from the inbound, and that one's good. And that's now 9 points for Avery Bradley.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Cannon kicks to Noel. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Well, in terms of rebounding over the last 10 games, these are the rookies that have been head and shoulders above the rest. Jahlil Okafor on top.
He's brought that physicality. I mean, given a chance to contribute, he's shown that he can battle inside with the best of them.
Well, he just loves rebounding, relishes rebounding. I mean, you can see the enthusiasm he brings to that part of his game, especially as of late.
Here's Turner. Jahlil Okafor making his last shot. Outside Turner. Cannot hit. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Wide open. And it's Iverson missing. Celtics trail by 3. Turner dishes to Smart. And Tyler Zeller on the bucket on the assist by Turner. That's now 8 points for Tyler Zeller. And here is Iverson. Picked by Okafor. Iverson passes to Okafor. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Okafor's got 6 points in the quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Turner with a screen on Iverson. Smart wide open. He fires. No good with the triple. Philadelphia leading by 3. Here's Cannon. 11 points for him in that last game against Minnesota. Noel with it. Sullinger picks him up. And Cannon gets it to go.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
For Boston, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Turner with the screen for Sullinger. Down low. Here's Smart. Cannon with the rebound.
Oh, man, still a goose egg for him in the scoring column.
Marcus Smart was drafted to the Celtics as their future point guard. He came in with a lot of work to do and a skill set that people really like. But his first season, Clark, was a roller coaster.
Yeah, it really was. He was an off guard in high school and in his first year of college as well. Really only played full-time at the point the year before he was drafted.
That's good. Now it's a 7-point Philadelphia lead.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And, Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And for Smart, though, he still has a lot of work to do on his ball handling and passing. His shooting, I think, exceeded some people's expectations. 37% from the field last year was subpar, but his 34% accuracy from three was solid. He finally started going straight up on his jumper instead of leaning in, and his release looked money.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Here's the screen. Here's Bradley. No good off the front iron. Philadelphia leading by 7.
You know, you talk about Smart's lackluster field goal percentage. Once he gets more comfortable with his ball handling and adjust to the length in the NBA, I think he'll convert more at the basket. That'll also create more drive and dish chances for him as well. I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number one right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Boston again missing. Philadelphia has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. He's guarded by Thomas. Puts up a 3. Rebound by Olynyk. Celtics trail by 9. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
He's guarded by Thomas. To the inside, Grant. No good. Now Boston takes it the other way. Jerebko kicks to Thomas. Olynyk sets a screen for Thomas. Here's Bradley. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And now just a 4-point Philadelphia lead. Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Greg enjoys that too.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Unloads from 9. Grant, that's good. Grant's got 4 points this quarter.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Now, here's Thomas. 5 points in the game. Clock at 6. They set the screen. The pass to Olynyk. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Olynyk's got his first 3 points of the game.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have come from beyond.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Boozer. Mickey grabs the board. Mickey's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Outside Thomas. Back to Bradley. Fires it up. And another basket for Boston. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Philadelphia ahead. They lead by 1. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Kevin, I'm here with David Lee. And David, you're back at home now after that road trip. Do you guys feel in sync?
Yeah, it took a minute to get our breath out there, so it's good to be back playing the ball in front of our fans and everything like that. But after that, though, we did pretty well. We're just trying to share the ball offensively and get stops on defense.
David, thank you. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for the third quarter of basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. They kept at it on both ends of the floor, and at the end of the period, they had a slight deficit of 3 points. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
They were clearly a better shooting team. Their play calling and execution were on point. It wasn't a dominant performance, but you did get an idea of how efficient they can be. They'll need to continue that kind of shooting if they want to pull away in the second half.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Celtics?
Well, they shot under 40% in the half. That tells the story right there. The defense deserves some credit for disrupting them a little bit, but they need to counteract with more creativity on offense. Few isolations.
And that'll do it for now.